All right, so thank you for clicking the link and coming to here to look at the Canvas page that your child looks at through Canvas. And this is period 1, but this is pretty much for all the classes template that I've used. Put big pictures and buttons and things like that so they can easily navigate. And I have them in an order of importance. Not to say the third ones are not important, but it's kind of in the order I want them to see it when I present it in the class. And of course, as we progress in the semester, I will customize this a little bit more per class. Some students will probably want little smaller buttons, but I wanted them to see these 3 first and then into the bottom. So I have our course plan here. The course plan goes over the class and the details of the class and what we're covering. Do nows. Do now is what students will start working on next week when they log into their class, while they're waiting for other students to log in and waiting for me to get the attendance done and WebEx ready to go on the background for the presentation. They're going to be doing a written assignment. It's not so much a written assignment, but it's something that they can write as a vocabulary term in whatever lesson that we're working on at the time. And then phase 1, this is their actual, where their projects will be listed. So I do them in phases, because in each phase there's phase 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3, or 1.4. I'll have like 3 or 4 different projects in one phase, and then we'll go to phase 2. It's kind of like units. So that's the way I'll show you that in a second. Class syllabus, I'm still working on it. I'll get that done hopefully by next week and have it posted, because I need to have some online learning guidelines placed on the syllabus. So, and over here I have Senior Lounge. This is a link that's coming. It'll be resources to help seniors this year with college apps. There'll be some tips and advice on what to expect with college applications, and also things to expect for your senior year. And also I have some videos to share from previous students that I've taught in the past. They're going to give advice on what to expect after high school and college. And then again, I have a button here about myself, and then again the do nows button there, and then Canvas help. That'll be there in case students need help with anything with Canvas. And then the current project, which is this up here. So in case they scroll down, they can see that that's the current project. Course plan. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. I'll just briefly show you. It just gives a summary, the objective of the class, and then it goes over the course units, materials and resources. And of course, since we're not at the school, this is on hold, just as it is here. I put a note saying that because our class is so equipment, we're just so reliable on equipment and gear. I'm customizing our unit courses that'll fit for the home, so that your student can do work from the home that can be applied towards class, whether it's doing a review of a movie or maybe working on their phones and filming or doing video or any type of production on that end, as well as using their Chromebook. Here is their do now explanation and what to expect with the do now. This is something that they do. They write as they're logging in. So for example, say they're logging into the class and other students are chiming in. I have my startup page showing, because I usually have a presentation, a slide show, and I'll have the main page, the entry page there, and students are advised to type in the chat their name or whatever theme I have that day, so I know that they're present. And then I'll put the actual term for the day. They'll write it down as they're waiting for students to chime in and waiting for myself to get settled in with the WebEx and everything else that entails to get the online class experience going. So they're going to need a notebook. The notebook's there, easy, 50 cents, 75 cents. You can get at Staples, Office Depot. So they're gonna see on Monday, for example, if we're going over something that has background music in our project, they're gonna write the definition about it and keep it in their notebook, and it'll be applied towards a quiz later on in the lesson. On the right side here, I have students that have taken my class that have passed with A pluses, and they give a little bit of advice to new students on what to expect in the class, and that is in there. So if your students want to see, if you want to see that, go to your student's account and you'll be able to see those videos, and they give wonderful tips and advice to new students on how to pass Mr. Solis's class. Oh, this is a page about their teacher. They can read about my experience and the years I've taught. I have pictures there from previous years with students. I support my students with everything, after school activities, sports, anything that they're involved in, homecoming court, prom, all that. I get involved after school. Obviously, being a photographer and working in video, they all ask if their game is going to be photographed or videotaped, and I say sure, of course. I'll send a crew out, and I'm usually always out supporting my students. Canvas help for students. This is an important page because it's help for students. I'm going to put videos here. This is a video. I need to label it with, I guess this one is, yes, this one is how to upload assignments. So I need to put that, that title there to show students how to upload an assignment. Since I get a lot of those questions. So I'm going to have videos and help tutorials here, and everything's here as well from Canvas. This is the actual page where we're going to have our projects. So as you see, first 3 weeks here, that's the way I work, because our project that we're working on, it's in 3 parts, and I don't want to do part 1, part 2, part 3. I'll do it within the phase. So I'll do phase 1, part 1, phase 1.2, phase 1.3, and so forth. And to the students, I actually explained it in episodes. Like if you're watching Netflix, I say, okay, we're going to do a season 1, episode 1, season 1, episode 2, season 1, episode 3 of whatever we're going to call our project. Okay, so far they did this. What I want to learn, put their name and so forth. This is a former student from 2 years ago. And then the next thing is they have to write about what they wanted to learn and why they want to learn about it. So they owe me that. Some of them already turned it in. And there's a sample. I always leave samples for students so they know what I expect when they turn in their work. And I break it down here, the assignments. I break it down there, and then I show them how to upload them there. That covers so far what we have here for our classes in film, video production, and TV production for your student. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. There's the email there, and I still need to put my office hours, but they're usually during school time, and of course nothing after 4:30. I do have 2 grandkids, and my son does work, and I help watch my grandkids in the evening, so it's a little hard to get to emails and such in the evenings, but there's times I can. But we can always work something out and flexible with that. I'm really looking forward to teaching your child and your student this year. Thank you so much, parents. I appreciate you looking at the videos and participating in our back to school night from Johnny Muir High School. All right, thank you. Go Mustangs.
But what? I wasn't planning on going tonight.
But you have to come. You're their teacher. You have to give the presentation.
Oh, yeah. No, I got you. I'm ready for that.